Hi, this is Lipika, and I'm a second year business management student at XIM. I did my majors in finance with a minor in strategy. Prior to XIMB, I was working with a destination management company and Ernst& Young. During my summer internship, I was with Cummins India, and my project involved improving the revenue and market share for the gas compressor segment in the north and west zones. During my internship, it involved interacting with various stakeholders and understanding what the customers needed in order to provide them with an end-to-end solution and give them what exactly they needed. One of the most basic prerequisite a student must be brushed up well with would be their communication skills, because it involves interacting with a lot of stakeholders and you need to know whom you're talking to. Second would be to brush up on your Excel skills as well. You will be handed over a database of more than 2000 entries and you will need to know how do you work on it. And the last thing, but it is the most important, it would be to understand the industry better. Know the industry, know its competitors, know who the customers are going to be, and how you need to speak to them. So my evaluation at Cummins was broken down into 3 phases. The first one being a charter presentation, where we had to speak about how we're going to go about a project, the kind of milestones we'll be achieving. The second would be a mid-review, where I spoke about the progress that has been going on, and final review, where I gave final solutions given the tweaks that the management had suggested during the mid-review. Management mostly looks for your thought process, how an intern goes about a specific problem, because one can never be right. It's more about your thought process and how you structure your solutions well to them. Since my internship was online, I had to make sure my mentor and buddy, they saw what I was working on. Since this was not possible as I was not physically with them, I had to ensure that I was curious and proactive when it came to interacting with them, constantly asking them your doubts. Even interacting with different stakeholders within the company shows that you are interested and are keen on joining the firm. Subjects like MM1, 2, and 3 helped me a lot when it came to summer internships. Understanding certain models, like even Kano's model, helped me sum up my presentations well and make the eventual viewer understand what I'm trying to tell them. These subjects are of most importance, and understanding how to work in a team, that helps you the most when it comes to internship. It gives you a more practical application to what you have learned in theory. Since my first year of college was already in an online mode, it was much easier to adapt to an online internship. Even during my prior work ex, everything was made online towards the end. Hence, it set the comfort zone for me and it became much easier to adapt to my online internship. Coming from a core finance background, the main challenge was to shift into the domain of engineering, manufacturing, and marketing. But that itself became a benefit to me because I was able to apply what I had learned in my undergrad and in my first year of MBA to my internship, and it helped the most. Interns are always dumped with a lot of numbers and database, and this was the main benefit of having the certain kind of experience that I did. Second would be the lag that existed when it came to communication. Being an online internship, that was one of the most difficult things. But being persistent and proactive helps one overcome this challenge. Third was the problem that existed when it came to understanding the team culture, the dynamics that works in a certain company. But having very nice mentors and buddies helps you with the same. The world and businesses are all dynamic, and you need to be flexible in order to appear to any situation that props up. Great analytical skills are amazing, but so is the ability to structure your answers and how you're going to present them to the important stakeholders. This goes hand in hand with effective communication skills. Third would be to be open to positive criticism, as this helps you not only do your internship well, but also excel in the project that you're doing. Thank you and best of luck.
Well, hi, my name is Ruchi Shetty. I'm from 2022 batch of XIM Bhubaneswar. Before joining XIM Bhubaneswar, I worked for 3 years in Reliance Jio as a deputy manager in the IT department. And after joining here, I majored in marketing and operations. And I was fortunate enough to intern with a company like Tata Steel, wherein I was a part of their flagship internship program Inspire and interned as a sales and marketing student. Also, my project was basically a market research project about a product which was a new segment for them. So it revolved around me creating a roadmap for them, interacting with their customers, understanding their competition, coming up with market size estimations, and finally giving recommendations. Well, honestly, when it came to my project, there was no prerequisites as such. But I believe brushing up your Excel, your PowerPoint knowledge is always helpful because it's an integral part, irrespective of what project you're mapped with. Apart from that, knowing about Tata Steel, connecting with the alums, understanding the products and department is definitely something you can do before joining. Well, I believe there are three key qualities which the mentors in Tata Steel will look for while evaluating you. First one being your promptness. Okay, so it's expected that you're always on your toes from day one. So, as soon as you map to your project, ensure that you're reaching out to your mentors, you're talking to them regularly. Second, I believe having a structured approach. So, whatever may be the problem statement, ensure that you're breaking it down logically and then working towards the solution. And lastly, the most important thing is collaboration and communicating effectively. It's really important to understand who you're speaking with and how you're speaking to them. So I feel these are the skills which will really ensure that you are able to drive through your project smoothly. Well, for me, I believe SIP is an opportunity which is given to you. That's like a hands-on experience of everything that you're studying in your MBA. So for me, I after my internship, I was able to relate to the concepts of marketing in a better way. Since mine was a market research project, I knew how to take an interview of the customers. I knew how to extract insights. So I believe it really helped me understand my subjects better. So, see, every corporate has a different work culture. So, I believe it's very important to understand how your company behaves. So, as soon as you're working with your mentor, understand what he thinks and what he expects from you. So, for example, in my case, my mentor would insist me to give him updates over a call, whereas one of my colleagues' mentor insisted that please give me updates over email. So, even though these are smaller things, but it's all in the details. So, I believe once you really try to be the part of the team you're working with, that's how you will automatically adjust into the new working environment. And apart from that, Tata Steel is a very friendly company and everyone working over there would make you feel like home. Yeah, so I believe I was successfully able to deliver everything that was expected from me. And apart from that, I was also assigned a mini project. So I consider that this is a metric of success for me personally. Apart from that, the important learning I would say would be that it's only your perseverance and your inquisitiveness that would help you to excel in whatever project you're doing. Yeah. So, as my project was about a product that Tata Steel was new to, they wanted to venture into it. So, they had very restricted or limited information about the same. Hence, that was really one of the challenges I had to face. And I really decided that I'm going to do whatever it takes to gather data. Therefore, I remember talking to my alum's friend and his uncle to, reach to that source and extract data. And I remember making cold calls, like I used to do 20 to 30 cold calls a day just to go that extra mile and have that piece of information. So I believe this is where I had to really push my boundaries and step outside my comfort zone. First of all, I would like to congratulate everyone who's going to intern with Tata Steel. You're going to have an amazing experience. So, few pieces of advice would be, take complete ownership of the project that has been assigned to you. Even if you're a fresher or a work ex person, just go with the flow and don't give up. Okay. Second would be communicate efficiently. with your mentors, as they are going to be the people who are going to evaluate you. So even if you're facing any difficulties, reach out to them and drive through your project. And the last one would be present all your findings very aesthetically, because this is going to make or break your final presentation. And lastly, and the most important thing, enjoy the process. Take it as a learning experience, and I'm sure you'll do very well.